downtown, someone said that you're coming by. Let me know when you're here, meet me up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me, I guess I take it back. There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. I know that summer was a big mistake. I just hope that we're still okay. You always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we can.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Lisa. Today's reaction video is going to be a Dax reaction. This is the official music video for his song My Last Words, and judging by the title of this and just the intro screen here that I've got on pause ready to go, this is going to be an intense one. I have a feeling this is going to be quite deep and meaningful, and maybe sort of talking about assessing your life and sort of reevaluating your life and what are you really here for, and have you lived it well, and all that sort of thing. I'm just assuming, judging by the title and the fact that it says here, are you living to die or dying to live? So yeah, that's quite profound. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be maybe another one of those very similar to maybe Book of Revelations or Dear God, where it's kind of like asking questions, or it's pointing out things to do with life in general and how maybe we take it for granted and stuff like that, and how we need to live our best life essentially while we're here, because we're only here for a short amount of time really. So yeah, really looking forward to getting to this one, and especially one that actually has a music video, because I haven't done a reaction to one of his music videos in a long time, so it seems. So this will be really, really interesting to add a visual to it. So without further ado, let's get into this one and see what Dax has for us. Here we go.
What would your last words be if someone put a gun to your head and said you had 2 minutes before they shoot?
Wow.
You were mine. Wish I could go and revisit the evil I did through the course of my life. Wish I could go back in time, take the wrongs that I did and reverse them to right. Wish I could take all the pain, the hurt, the struggle and keep them inside. Wish I could say that I'm sorry to people I broke it before that I died. Wish I could go back in time, tell my father I didn't really mean it. Wish I could go tell my mom that I loved her and all of this money I got, I don't need it. Wish I could go to the church and have talked with the Lord in an effort to conquer my demons. I'm begging and pleading, I'm down on my knees and he's ready to shoot and I'm practically bleeding. So it's my destiny, I bring it destiny. Somebody please, hey, yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
These are my last words. That! Wish I could go back in time and revisit myself just to make me believe. I had these goals and these dreams in my mind that were mine that I'll never achieve. All of these gifts and these talents were given by God, I was blessed to receive. I was too busy worried about bitches and money and all of this shit that you people would think needed help with depression. All of my passive aggressions, I should've confessed them. I learned my lesson, I didn't get nothing but sadness and fucked over all of my blessings. Fucking perfection, I should've walked on my own and I traveled in common direction just to be trapped.
Wow. Okay, I just want to pause it there just while that's probably a good place to pause it, because I don't want to disrupt anything that he's saying. He's really in a flow. I don't really want to pause it, but yeah, I don't want this to get blocked either. So for copyright purposes, I just want to pause it at least once. But wow, this is really powerful and profound, and it really dives into just addressing all of those regrets that you have in your life, and you know, reassessing everything that you've done with your life, like, you know, things that you know are stupid now, you know, mistakes that you've made, things that you've done that you wish that you could undo, that you wish you've never ever done, you know, the roads that you've gone down that you wish you could kind of just backtrack on. And I love the fact that he's, you know, he's really made this music video impactful, because it just goes perfectly with the song. And obviously that wasn't, obviously I'm assuming that's deliberate, because Dax is so clever with his visuals. When he does music videos, he really takes time in thinking about what is going to have the greatest impact in terms of like what it is, you know, the message that he's trying to convey or what he's trying to say in the song. And he's just brilliant at making those great decisions creatively within his music videos. And this is another classic example. Like it just really adds to the drama and the intensity of what he's saying in the song. And it would be an incredible song even if I was just listening to it, because it's really about evaluating your life and just taking a look at yourself and how you're living your life and thinking, am I doing things right? Am I really making the most of my life? What if I did die tomorrow? You know, what have I achieved in my life? Could I have done it better? Can I improve anything? And yeah, songs like this really kind of make you stop and think like, wow, what would my last words be? Geez. And it's not necessarily something that a lot of people would think, because you know that you tend to think, okay, I hope I'm never going to be faced with that. So it's not really, you kind of take it for granted that you will never have to go through something like that, or you will never have to face it. And the fact is, you know, some people, I mean, this is obviously sort of, you know, doing it for the impact of the song, but you know, when he's sort of like talking about having a gun to his head and he's literally got 2 minutes to say some last words, and this is what he would say. I mean, not everybody is going to kind of, you know, be in that sort of situation or similar situation to that, where, you know, it's literally going to be that intense or that violent, but at the same time, it really drives home the point that, you know, these are the sort of things that you should really be sitting thinking about, not in a morbid kind of way or like a depressive sort of way, but it's something that maybe we should consider more, because I think if more people did sit and think about it, you know, what could I say that I'm proud of in my life? What have I achieved? What have I given, not just gained myself, but what have I given to the world and to people? And I think actually it would probably make it, you know, if people really sat and seriously thought about it as if it were their last 2 minutes on earth or their last day on earth, I think you'd probably have a lot more compassionate people walking around, because yeah, whether or not you choose to believe in a god or an afterlife, or, you know, a higher being or a source that you go back to, or that you could be greeted by, or that you have to face, essentially, you know, that we should be here to, all of us, regardless of what your belief is or not, as the case may be, we should all be here to help each other and to live our best lives, to learn, to gain experience. And even if you believe that you're not going to take anything like that with you, like once you're gone, you're gone, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have to at least try and learn something from things that happen, good and bad. And especially the bad, actually. I think a lot of the time, a lot of people tend to learn more probably from the bad than they do the good. And hopefully they don't make the same mistakes again. Some people sadly do, and you know, so that's just kind of, I guess, a way of life. Sometimes it takes a few goes to make the same mistakes or similar mistakes before you get something right, and hey, that's part of learning. But ultimately I think it should be about sort of, you know, giving to other people and sort of living a life of service and doing good. And when I say service, I don't mean sort of, you know, just being everybody's doormat, but I mean, you know, sort of the whole thing of considering other people and helping people and trying to do the right thing all the time and doing what's best for everybody, not just yourself. That's not to say, you know, sometimes you don't have the right to be a little bit selfish and think, you know, put yourself first, but I think, you know, to live a life of service and to help others, sometimes it kind of comes with a little bit of self-sacrifice, and that's okay, not all the time, but sometimes it's the way that we learn, it's the way we progress and move forward. And I love the fact that he's basically saying all of that in this song. Wow, it's incredible. It's so intense as well, because I'm just kind of thinking, is this guy going to pull the trigger? Is something going to happen? Is he going to save his life? But, you know, the fact that this situation is making him address all of these things in his life and his past is just, wow, it's just amazing. It's ingenious. Like I say, he's so creative and so clever with things that he does for his music videos, and the way he writes his songs, like the wordplay and everything. within his lyrics. Just brilliant. Love this so far, and I love singing Dax as well. The part of the singing, that was just, that hit really hard. Love it. So let's carry on. The backing vocals are always amazing as well. And little details.
Just to be trending. Just to be trending. Wish I would have not held back. Wish I would have not felt bad. Wish I would have hugged my dad. Wish I would have fucked that bitch when I had that tag. Wish I would have sold my soul just to get fame, you know. Should have played basketball. Nigga was basketball. Right. Wish I would have never put my time into those people who were never trying to give it to me back. Wish I would have never put my heart into a woman that would break it and allow it just to have a second chance. Wish I would have let them see what I was really dealing with instead of trying to hide it on a motherfucking track and blow a milli just to prove that I'm a legend in the making, just to show them what it looks like when I get it right back. My last word. Dear God, not gonna lie, I need your forgiveness. I knew that no one was watching, but in my last minute, I now know that you were a witness. So I'm repenting, now that it's sinning. Why? Because I need to make it to heaven. Born as a sinner, die as a winner. Period, just like the end of a sentence. I swear the devil is watching me. He tried to make me his prodigy. This is my fucking apology. I don't want nothing but honesty. Heaven to hell, which is calling me.
30 seconds left.
Ooh.
These are my last words.
See what I mean?
And to the bitch that broke my heart, I just hope that you can sleep, knowing every single man you'll meet will never be like me. You can run, you can hide, but you will see me in your dreams on TV. It's that. Wish I could go back in time to my father, I didn't really mean it. Wish I could go tell my mom that I loved her and all of this money I got, I don't need it. Wish I could go to the church and have talks with the Lord in an effort to conquer my demons. I'm begging and pleading, I'm down on my knees and he's ready to shoot and I'm practically bleeding. So it's my destiny, I'm finna get destiny. Somebody please, hey,
oh, I love that.
These are my last words. Stats!
Whoa! Huh. To be continued. Okay, directed by Thaddeus Swift. Wow, what an amazing job that guy did that directed it. I'm assuming it's a guy, sorry, I shouldn't assume. But yeah, what an incredible job by that director. Just awesome. Loved that. And I mean, in the end, something stopped that gunman from shooting him. Makes you wonder. I don't want to read too much into it because it's only a music video, but yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's one of those that sort of gives you chills and you just think, ooh, what stopped him? He looked like he was set to actually do it. And was it the fact that Dax made eye contact? Because I think I've heard that's the thing, that apparently if somebody is holding a gun to your head or something, or is getting ready to kill you, you're supposed to make eye contact with them. Apparently it kind of like personalizes the situation, or it humanizes them or something, I'm not sure. But having said that, I'm sure it probably doesn't work with everybody that's about to kill you, sadly. There are people that still go ahead and do it. But wow, absolutely amazing. I loved this. I just loved everything about it. The visuals were incredible. I mean, I don't know how many takes that would have took. Hopefully he didn't get too cold. Hopefully it was in a warm studio. Because that amount of water pouring down on him for sort of nearly 4 minutes or whatever, that would have been yeah, it would have ended up quite chilly after a while. But wow, absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Loved the wordplay in it, just the delivery, really powerful. And like I said, the beat and the instrumental were awesome too. Love Dax singing as well. His rapping is incredible, but when he sings, he's just got such a lovely tone to his voice, and just how he sang that, how he delivered that as well was just, oh, so crunchy. Loved it. So if you enjoyed this too, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with more Dax reactions coming very soon, hopefully. And reactions to other artists on Thursdays and Sundays. And also Tom McDonald music every Tuesday for Tom McDonald Tuesday. And also Home Free Fridays, which is a little mini-series that I've just recently started. So if you're a Home Free fan or an a cappella music fan and you want to check out my reactions to them, then please come back every Friday. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
me. Never thought that loving would be easy.